Hi everyone, I'm Janjix and in this video I will try to make a vacuum plate for my fiber laser. Basically I'm going to use two plates of steel and I'm going to mill them with my CNC that I built in some previous videos. So I don't know if this CNC is able to cut all this material. I don't know. I never tried it. Probably I will let you see the project on the CAD right here. I don't know. You can see that these two plates have some pattern. One is for the vacuum to be the most uniform as possible. The other is fulfilled with holes. And there are exactly 529 holes to be made, and that will require a lot of time. I've already started to make some chips because I forgot that I have a YouTube channel and probably somebody would have liked to see how this CNC would have performed. So I can start milling. The first pass will be the most critical one since it has to plunge in this hole right here, and I really hope that this hole has been done correctly. I don't know, that the risk of breaking the end mill is very high. No, that was actually too good to be true. I absolutely need to decrease a lot the feed rate. Okay, I managed to do probably the 90% of the thing. At this point, I simply put this adapter in order to clip the pipe into this hole. But the complete system was like this. It's heavy. There are two adapters in order to have the vacuum coming from both sides. That would have been a pretty good idea, but the way that I'm using to generate the vacuum is using a simple vacuum cleaner that is not able to generate enough pressure for these 6 mm tubes. I don't have a vacuum pump, so at the moment I will try to make another solution for this plate. Okay, as you can see, I've put the two plates together again, and I'm not going to use anymore these two connectors because I have done this big slot right here. Okay, this is my fiber laser. I already placed the vacuum plate on top of it. Now, I've 3D printed some adapters that allows me to connect the vacuum cleaner to the vacuum plate. In this part you cannot see it, but there is a big slot that I've done in the previous clips. The two holes that I've done previously are now covered with some 3D printed grains. I've 3D printed two of these adapters. This is the first one. Unfortunately, I took the wrong measurements, so it wasn't this good. This is a bit more promising. The two pieces will just join together like this. It is made of steel, and that's obviously overkill for this application. Probably aluminium or even wood would have been a good choice. Steel is probably the most reliable one, but the most difficult to machine. But I was pretty much curious to see how my CNC mill would have performed with this kind of material. So now I can try it. To get the maximum vacuum force, I have to fill the most holes as I can. Well, it seems like a good amount of force is being applied, but I'm going to engrave this copper clad board, which is 0.50 millimeters, super thin, probably too thin. I don't know if you can see it. There isn't a uniform amount of force applied to the copper clad. That's a problem. Probably not this much on small PCBs like I'm trying to do in this example, but if they are probably 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters, the error would be even greater. So I wouldn't be able to make super high resolution PCBs, and that's what basically I want to do with this laser. So now I will turn on the vacuum. And I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't feel any height dishomogeneities, so I can start engraving it. Okay. Now I will try to put it in the exact same way. Now I've just done the holes, but I will try to put it in the exact same place as before. I don't know if you can see it, but the holes are placed in, I think, the correct way. Let's see if I can do the same thing on the other part of the PCB. And to me the holes seems like in the correct place. I mean, yeah, it's very difficult to see because they are very small. They are 0.15 millimeter holes, and the tracks are small too. But to me, seems a pretty much good result. Okay, this is the end of the video. If you are arrived here, thank you a lot. This was a very long video, and I think I will change the style of my videos in this way, where I'm talking directly to the camera, even if I feel a bit less confident compared to reading to a script. However, it's much faster to, at least for me. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.